Happy New Year. Join Chief Charlie Beck for a conversation regarding the Chief's message for the month of January 2016. Sir, Happy New Year.
Jack, Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. You know, in light of all the terrorism incidents that have occurred, not only internationally, but some right here in Southern California, it appears as if the training that we have conducted several years now, including like MACTAC, has really been a good investment for us.
Yeah, immediate action, rapid response is the key to every scenario that we have seen across the nation, and actually in the civilized world as far as terrorism goes. And Los Angeles police officers all of us are well trained in that. We are well equipped, and I know that we have the heart to move forward with that kind of tactic. And I think that all of us recognize that it is not if, it's when we face something like that in Los Angeles. If a small town like San Bernardino can become a target, well then imagine the benefits to an attack on Los Angeles, and then multiply the likelihood by the number of folks that live here and the likeliness that they would be radicalized. So, we have an immense job and a very difficult time to do it.
But you talked about the size of the city of San Bernardino, for example. You know what? I know that you did this as well as every police officer that was watching it on television. I really thought that they did a tremendous job facing all of that.
They did a heroic job, and I called the sheriff and talked to the folks in San Bernardino and let them know that they made all of us look good. Just like the actions of one individual can taint all of law enforcement across the nation. The heroic actions of individuals can also uplift us, and they did that in a time when we need it.
Let me ask you this, and I know that you've been asked this question probably more than the last few years. An individual on the street, a citizen, comes up to you and says, I am concerned. I'm worried about my kids going to school. I'm worried about going to the movies, going to the malls, going Christmas shopping. What do the cops tell? What do you recommend them to tell people on the street about their condition, their quality of life, their safety factors?
Well, first, have understanding, because all of us are concerned. I mean, all of us, value our families, and we recognize that everybody is at some form of risk here. I mean, these are very random occurrences that could affect any of us. But the reality is that you are much more likely to be killed or injured in an automobile accident or an industrial accident than an act of terrorism in this nation anyway. So I think we have to calm them, give them some reality, tell them your police department is on top of this. We're well equipped. We're well informed. We have counterterrorism assets that we use. And we will do our best to protect you. But the other piece of this is that, the goal of our enemy is they realize that they do not have the physical ability to topple the United States or any other first world country for that matter, France included. But they do have the ability to paralyze us with fear. And so, if you allow that to happen, then they've achieved their objective. And of course, that's not what we want.
Any upcoming training for all of us?
You're going to see more and more use of force training roll out, preservation of life training. I think, as part of the national discussion about policing and police use of force, it's important and it's something that I need to know that all of our officers are trained as best as we can possibly train them. It's a difficult time to be a cop, and police use of force is under great scrutiny, and I want all of our folks to be ready for the scrutiny that comes with this profession.
It's interesting. I turned my computer on in the morning over at Central, and one of the first emails that I see on there is the predictive policing.
Sure. Well, predictive policing, as we try to become better and better at our job, we try to use technology to do that. Now, predictive policing is no substitute for all the intuitive policing that we all do. But it is absolutely an advantage. It is one way to do better with the resources that we have. It's a very small police department given its objectives and given the standards we hold ourselves to. So any help that we can get by recognizing past patterns to use them to predict the future, which is what predictive policing does, we will take advantage of. You know, but like I say, you know, you have to temper that with the fact that, you know, things are ever changing, and that, you know, predictive policing is a guideline. It's not an absolute.
Let me ask you a personal question, because it's the New Year's. What would the chief of police use as a New Year's resolution?
Well, you know, I'll give you the resolution that I want all of you to have, and
Okay.
that I will take as one for myself, and that is to take care of yourself. You know, all of us lead stressful careers. You know, all of us have things that impact us, that are that cause us to fall off our training regimen, or to impact our diets and things like that. And I need everybody to not only take care of yourself for yourself, but to take care of yourself so you can be an effective cop for the city of Los Angeles.
Thanks, boss. Appreciate it. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Happy New Year. As we start the new year, I want all of you to not only take care of yourself, but take care of each other. Be safe out there, and have a great start to 2016.